Almost got it, almost got it, almost got it! Yes! I killed the Nioh! Damn. Wonder if there's anything over on the good old YouTubes that explains this guy. I'd be interested to see some of the backstory. Alright, let's go head over to the good old YouTubes. Look for some of that new lore. That new information. Things we may not have knew already. New puns, I like it. So how was it spelled? It was spelled N-U-E, I believe. Yeah, there we go. What the flying fuck? What's going on, all you beautiful and sexy people? This is Manufactured Opinion here, bringing you some more Nioh Alpha demo gameplay. And a PSA that new actually means naked in French. Let me break down the scenario for you. So my fiance was actually watching me during this boss fight. Typically she doesn't enjoy watching me play video games. But she was really enjoying watching me play this, which isn't really, probably not the best indicator as to what a good game is. But when she's interested, it's typically a game that I play a lot. So I thought that was pretty cool. But I was like, after I have defeated the boss, I was like, well, let's look this up and see if anybody else has any videos on YouTube. Maybe check out if there's like some cool and interesting things that I missed. And what do you know? A bunch of titties pop up on YouTube. I didn't even know that kind of shit was allowed on YouTube. And she gave me the death glare. And I was like, what do you want me to do? I was just typing in the damn name. I spelt it right, N-U-E. It was pretty funny. And you know, that actually got me thinking. So I looked up new meaning and it showed the translation in French. So then I was like, oh, let's look up. So why would a game have that in if it knew it was new was naked in French? And maybe they don't. But so I looked up new Japanese, and I'm actually going to do it right now. And there was actually a really cool story behind this beast, and I'll just read you a quick excerpt. And actually going back and remembering what the revenants were saying, there's special revenants that you can fight in certain areas. And kind of piecing all that together in the memories and stuff, it really tied it in. It's really cool. But Nioh is a legendary creature found in Japanese folklore. It is described as having the head of a monkey, the body of a raccoon dog, tanuki, the legs of a tiger, and a snake for a tail. According to the legend, a Nioh can transform into a black cloud and fly. Due to its appearance, it is sometimes referred to as a Japanese chimera, which is why I was super interested in this boss fight, because it did remind me of Dragon's Dogma a little bit. Nioh are supposed to be bringers of misfortune and illness. So, and then it goes into detail about the whole mythology around the Nioh, and you guys should really check it out. It's really cool. Once you kind of read all this stuff and, like I said, play through the area, it really ties everything together really nicely, and I was pleasantly surprised. So, like I said, I just found this story very interesting once I started looking up, you know, the relation to Japanese folklore and not getting, you know, results for the French word for nudity. And I actually found a little bit more that I wanted to just go over real quick. I'm probably going to pronounce most of this stuff wrong, so please bear with me for a second. But it goes on to say that the Emperor Kono, the Emperor of Japan, became sick after having terrible nightmares every night. And a dark cloud appeared at 2 o'clock in the morning on roof of the palace in Kyoto during the summer of 1153. The story says that Samurai Minamoto no Yorimasa staked out the roof one night and fired an arrow into the cloud, out of which fell a dead Nioh. So he just shot into the clouds and this giant beast fell from the skies. That's pretty cool. Yorimasa then supposedly sank the body in the Sea of Japan. And then it goes on to say that in a local expansion of this myth, the Nioh's corpse floated into a certain bay, and the locals, fearing a curse, buried it. And then there's a footnote here that says this burial ground, this mound, which exists today, is supposed to be this grave. So after I read this, you know, I started thinking back, and I could just be looking too much into it, but the whole design of the area kind of flows into certain aspects of this myth. You know, the dark clouds, it's dark and gloomy, even all the graves all around. It could just be the way they designed the area and has no relation to this myth at all, but I gotta think they at least knew something about it since they called it the New. But that could just be me. But either way, even if there is no relation, I think it's pretty cool to think about the similarities and some of the backstory surrounding this massive beast. So that is pretty much the story of the New in a nutshell. I guess I shouldn't say in a nutshell because I'm sure there's a lot more to the myth than what I've quickly summarized in this video. And I don't pretend to be an expert on mythology or lore of any game. I'm probably the furthest from that, but I just wanted to share that story with you guys. Some of the funny things that came out of it, and some of the things I learned. I learned a couple things. One, that YouTube harbors some creepy and messed up videos in the weirdest corners of the website. Videos I didn't think were allowed anywhere near reaching distance of this website. And we also learned some pretty cool backstory of this boss fight. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments section below. I'd love if you have any additional color to paint about this myth. I'd love to see those because, like I said, I'm sure I missed a lot, and there's people out there that are 100 times more knowledgeable than me. So, like I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. But, anyways, I'm gonna keep playing Nioh. We only have a week left to get as much time into this demo as we possibly can. So, if you are playing, I hope you are enjoying, but most importantly, I hope you are enjoying life, and I will see you in the next video. Stay sexy, everybody.